Good day, everyone. Today we'll be discussing the topic common weeds in farms. We'll be talking about common weeds in farms, and under this, we'll be talking about the meaning of weeds, effect of weeds on crop and the economy, various types of weeds, and the botanical names, even the methods of controlling weeds. What's the meaning of weeds? A weed is any plant that grows in a place where it is not expected to grow or where it is not wanted. Economic importance of weeds. They compete with crops for space, they compete with crops for sunlight, they compete with crops for nutrients, they harbor crop pests and diseases. Even these weeds, they compete with our crops for soil moisture. They also lead to loss in crop yield, they compete with our crops for soil oxygen, they reduces the quality of crops, they reduces the income of farmers, they causes reduction in the taste of some grasses, and even these weeds, some are toxic to farm animals. Economic importance of these weeds. They compete with our crops for space. They compete with our crops for nutrients, for sunlight. They harbor pests and diseases. They also lead to losses in crop yield. They render our crops unattractive and unmarketable. They reduces the income of farmers. They reduces the taste of some grasses. And some of these weeds are also toxic to farm animals. Benefits of weeds to farmers. They help to control soil erosion. They are useful as food for humans. For instance, we have a water leaf, the Talinum triangulare. They are useful as food for humans. And some of these weeds also serve as feed for livestock, that is our animals. When we talk about our pigeon pea, when we talk about our elephant grass. And certain weeds, they have medicinal value, like our what do you call our lemongrass. They are medicinal. Then they also, even bitter leaf is medicinal. It can also be categorized under weeds. They can be used as green manure, and some weeds are also used for making roofs, for weaving mats and baskets. Weeds are also used for mulching. Weeds are used for compost making. So weeds are important to us, though they compete with our crops for nutrients. Dispersal of wheat and seed and fruits. These weeds can be dispersed through wind, it can be dispersed through animals, it can be dispersed by water, it can also be dispersed by explosive mechanism. But the weeds that can be dispersed by wind, they must have a powdery, feathery winged seeds like Arthritis procumbens. And the weeds that can be dispersed, that the seed can be dispersed by animals, those ones, they must be sticky so that they'll be able to attach to the skin, to the hair of the animal. And also the ones dispersed with water. Those ones, they are commonly found in riverine areas, and they have waterproof cuticles. They have air spaces within their seeds, and they have lightweight. That's the reason why they are able to be dispersed by water. And the last one, the weeds can also be dispersed by explosive mechanism. And this disperser is common to leguminous weeds. An example of this leguminous weeds, we have the Talinum triangulare, we have the Primaria, we have the Calopogonium, we have the triangulare, we have the Centrosema, and we also have the Mucuna utilis. Some common weeds found on farms. We have the Guinea grass, the Panicum maximum, the Bahama grass, the Cynodon dactylon. We have speargrass, Imperata cylindrica. We have the wiregrass, Aspila africana. We have the Centrosema pubescens. We have the waterleaf, Talinum triangulare. We have the Cedar acuta, that is cedar weed. We also have the goat weed, which is termed Ageratum cornicoides. And when we are writing these botanical names, we will notice that we have two words. The first one must start in capital letter, then the second one will start with small letter, and both must be underlined separately. Rules for writing botanical names. The first word must start with capital letter, the second word must start with the small letter, and both must be underlined separately. So some common wheat that can be found on our farms, we have the water leaf, we have the triders, we have the jute mellow. And you can see in this picture, you can see how water leaf looks like, and the water leaf, we call it Salinum triangulare, the Triders procumbens, and the jute mellow, our common ewedu, our delicious ewedu. Then control of wheat. How can these wheats be controlled? Firstly, they can be controlled using mechanical control. Mechanical control, this is the use of mechanical tools, like our mechanical tools. For instance, we can use our plow, we can use our weeder. Then we have the physical control methods. The physical control method, this one deals with hoeing, use of hoe, with hand pulling. Then we also have the biological control. This one is the introduction of the organism that will eat up the weeds. Then the reasons why weeds are difficult to control. These weeds are difficult to control. Firstly, they have vigorous growth. They are aggressive and persistent. And they also have high reproductive capacity. Their seeds have long period of viability. Weeds, they are efficient dispersal method. They have different ways their seeds can be dispersed. It can be through wind, through water. And they also have efficient means of propagation. They have long period